company. It's come under the middleware portfolio by Red Hat, the BRMS, the Red Hat JBoss BRMS. So we require the first of all we require the JBoss EAP, that is a jar file we need to download from the Red Hat website for the installation purpose, and also we need one JBoss EAP, JBoss Process Manager. So for this, including these two jars, we need to develop that Dulce program. Dulce is basically basically we go if you see the commercial website like Amazon, Flipkart. So every day, every particular item's price that is changing. Each one on hourly basis, or each particular sale or each particular offer, they need to give discount for that particular product. So how it's come is basically if you see the programmatically, so in that we need to define each value for particular variable. If you familiar with Java, so we need to declare one variable for that particular product. If we define any product class, so that product class contains different types of variables like ID, then particular price, then description. So every day, how that Amazon or Flipkart will manage these things. So using rules or business rule management system, they are using the dynamic pricing for that in particular product. So basically, in today's world, the technology is changing faster than ever before. Digital transformation is that front end at the corporate level strategy, it's corporate strategy level. So for empowering employees and providing the better product and the services to customers. So faster is a top, means faster accessibility is a top priority for particular policies to the process, or performance and business rules as a heart of every organization. Means each particular application or organization have some sort of business rule. Means if product is a goal, then we need to define a price as a this particular price for that product. If product is another, if we take an example of pen, so pen have we need to define price is 5 rupees, or if pen have price as a 10 rupees. So each time we need a developer for that particular change in application. But if you use the BRMS, like business rule management system, so we need to define one another rule file. So it will help to the customer to change the pricing dynamically. Okay. So now coming to the actual contents of I have made some small presentation for this. So in contents, just we are going go through this introduction to business rules. So why we are using that business rules, and then benefits of business rules. Then we need a BPM. BPM is a business process management. So each business we need to follow certain processes. Okay. So it includes under the BPM. Again, we need a JBoss BRMS. Just I discussed regarding the BRMS, or we will see in next part also, and the components and assets of BRMS. Okay. So now coming to the introduction. So business rule. So business rule is nothing but a statement that defines the constraint, some aspect of the business. Means if suppose we need to define that if our product is pen, so we need to define that condition is pen. If product equal to pen, then we need to set price equal to 10 rupees. So that is the one business rule. Then if you see any another general example that in healthcare system as well, government as well, and if you see architect, sorry, manufacturing companies as well. So each business or each company have its certain products. So we are using the BRMS or business rule for the maintaining the business processes. So business rule nothing but simply define as a when and then condition. If you see here, so we need to write the when condition here. So in when condition, if we are writing here condition, if condition is equal to true, then in condition we are stating that if product type is equal to pen, then we need to set product price equal to 10. So here just we are following the Java architecture here. So like if else conditions or do while something. So basically BRMS is also Java based, totally Java based. So another challenge business faces that need to agile. Sorry. So need agile innovative continuously. Means agile method, all the companies now we are following the agile methodology. If you see the software development or a software engineering subject, so we have a particular agile methodology. So continuous development is there. So we need to develop or update or modify our product, sorry, software or product, means from the customer perspective. So we need to change or we need to update per month or per year or per day as well, like Amazon or Flipkart pricing. So we are following that agile methodology as well. So it will help to service to employees as well product or better suppliers or customers. So basically, Red Hat Decision Manager brings the IT and business together by making it easier to develop cloud native apps. So in BRMS, we are setting so application are hosted on the cloud, that is a private, public, or hybrid as well. So it will be easily accessible for everyone. So if you see the business rule structure, so here the business rule is driven by the business decision and should be independent from the implementation decision. They should not be a foreign to the business user. So if we uh, write the business rules in a actual coding part, so for each modification, we need a Java expert or particular technology expert for the change of that particular code. So here, using the business rule, business user also modify their changes according to the business requirement. So just here, I have added one example. If the claim has not been submitted within the 30 days of the incident, then do not settle the claim. So here is the one priority. If you see the insurance company, so we need to submit the claim before the 30 days. If we so here just we are checking that date is current, date is checking with the current date. Claim date is checking with the current date. So if it is greater than 30 days, so we do not settle that particular claim. Then the business rule expressed in the natural language. So business rule is like we not need to define the product price equal to 10, and then if this is particular. So here just we are setting if product ID equal to, I will show in next slide as well. So minimal in the general language. So it helps to the business users as well. So declaration is also there. So business release statement is to the organization not attempt to prescribe how to organize should operate. So here just we are minimize the complexity of that particular coding, and just we are transferring that coding into the natural language statement. Okay, then yeah. So why do organizations use BRMS? So business users driven because just I say that for particular dynamic changing, we need business users. It will uh, minimal the IT intervention with the business. So directly business users can change that particular value or particular product. So also it helps to reduce the cycle time. It automates the processes. Also, we that particular rules are reusable. It helps to enterprise solutions and governance as well. So what is the BPM? So first of all, we need a BPM for the BRMS implementation. So BPM stands for Business Process Management. So in general term, each process we need. Suppose uh, a student. Okay, so we are filling a form for student admission. So each time we need. So if we uh, going through the hard coded paper on paper admission. So we need to fill the form. Then we need to say submit the form into a student section. Then the student section employees or a particular concerned person check that each student is applicable for this particular seats or not. It's just a normal example of admission. So here, minimal use of that particular human interventions is there. So if directly we need to define the business processes, and it will take the input and analyze, and then take a decision and send back to the user. So if user have greater than 60%, then it will allow to the admission. Just we need to check the conditions here. Okay. Then the BPM advantages. So just same it follows the agile methodology, improve operational efficiency. Then it started quickly. Means if you see the normal example, normal application. So we need to if you see the Apache Tomcat version. So we need to every time we need to start and stop the um, server for the actual deployment. So here we not need to start or stop the server. Directly we are changing in the BRMS. That particular changes or values uh, apply in a live environment production. So here then the continuously improve. So using BPM or BRMS, we are continuously update or modify our code and business rules. Then these are some reduced business risk, reduced time to market, then complex event and rule processing besides BPM. So if suppose our process has a complex, so we need to define a certain rule. Means we are that process we are dividing into the sub processes. So just if you see normal example means student evaluation for the particular company. So first we need to give an interview or a particular technical test. So just after that, the decision is going through the going for a HR level, and one is a project team leader. So the both decisions are we need to true. Then that particular associate will be selected. Or if any one of these decision is false, means if HR rejected that particular application, so it will be rejected. That's it. Then so now coming to the Red Hat Decision Manager. So a business rule management system means BRMS enables the organizational policy and the operational decisions associated with those policies to define, deploy, monitor, and maintain separately from one's application code. So just here we are uh, separating the actual business process from the application. Just we have application, but just setting or separately defining that particular condition means business processes. So here just problem the business rules are hidden in application. As I said before the BRMS, we are setting all the business rules and business processes inside the application. Means if you see if you are familiar with Java, so Just we are setting if else condition, then do while loop or something looping process is there. Again, it takes too long to change the business rule. If means if customer give any requirement, so each time that particular customer uh, need to change that particular change need with the business analyst or business developer, sorry, technical developer. Then it takes a too long time. But using BRMS, directly customer change that particular business process. So it will faster accessible from the existing system. Okay. So the BRMS includes these are the four components. Means expert is the rule engine. So each rule, if suppose we define any rule, so rule is when product ID is equal to, sorry, product type is equal to 10, then product price equal to 10. Again, we need to define the multiple. If product type equal to pencil, then product price equal to 2 rupees. So these are the multiple rules according that particular product type. So that will all handled by the rule engine. So the actual execution of that particular rule, it will execute executions in rule engine. Again, the flow, the business process. So just we need to define the business process as well for that particular process. Then fusion. Fusion is a complex event processing. So if your process is a complex, so it will divide into the sub processes and directly execute simultaneously with that particular another process. Then workbench. Workbench is nothing but the BRMS front end and the repository for BRMS artifacts. So workbench is a, if you see the decision central, that is the UI part. If user do not need to do actual coding, so just we need to drag and drop the particular asset. Like if you see the latest version of Eclipse, so there are already defined the buttons or particular assets for that particular object. So just we need to drag and drop that particular asset into our application. So JBoss is a BRMS distributed. Means we can install by WAR file or it already packaged with the EAP. So if you see here, we show that if you go on website, so under the product, the Red Hat JBoss Enterprises Application Platform. So this contains actual JBoss application in EAP along with the BPM toolkit and the decision manager. So if you see here, we have the download the latest version of the EAP. Then you need some documentation. Just click on the product documentation. It contains all the installation steps, stepwise the installation guide, and some information. So now the latest version of Red Hat JBoss EAP, that is the 7.3. So these are the different types of versions, but from 4.2 to 7.3. So there are all information regarding the EAP. So introduction to EAP, getting started, guys, you need to define these particular values. Then getting okay. So introduction to JBoss EAP, it contains all the installation steps of that particular EAP. You need Java, then some application server, and EAP for the installation. So you can go on a Red Hat website and just download the products, go into the product and service and download the latest EAP. Okay. Okay. So if you see the actual JBoss BRMS console, so every artifact inside that BRMS is called as an asset. So asset is defined as a knowledge base. So if you add any process or any rule or any decision table or DSLs are there, so that are the contain the uh, business user statement. So it will help business user to easily understand all the business processes. So it contains facts nothing but the domain model. If you see a domain model, nothing but that Pojo classes. If you see, if you develop any class that student, so student is a Pojo class, but it have some particular parameters, student name, student roll number, student, etc. So if also contain, we need to define the rules. So rules, nothing but that I have said so that when and then condition means actual the business process means what is the requirement here means condition. Then business process as well and decision table as well. If your rules have multiple inputs, so we need business decision tables here. So each decision table, we are setting the multiple, each column and rows, we are setting different types of inputs and data models. So we are directly fetching that values from the decision table. And there are more assets we will see in the next slide. So these are the core components of BRMS. The first one, rules expert. It's just a pattern matching. If we define any condition in when block for of a rule, so just the rule expert is used for the pattern matching the for that particular rule. If just checking that if we define the product type equal to product type equal to paint. So just rule expert that checking at the runtime that checking that is this product type is equal to paint. Then and then the another then block will be executed. Else the then part is not executed, or else that is checking for the another rule. So business rule, again the business central. So business central is nothing but the web interface. Yes, we are UI design of that BRMS. Then rules flow. So each process have the business process. So yes, we are setting that from the business BRMS platform, and this framework can be embedded with the Java application, or we can even run on a standalone server. So, so rules we can implement the application using a standalone as well. Directly, we are defining the rule .dll file in a Eclipse framework, and as well we are using a business central as well, or just drag and drop the component. Then this feature, same, the RMS is the centralized repository of the business asset. So just we need to define or create an asset, and that will be accessible for everyone in that particular BRMS workflow. Then version control of business assets. Just if we need to modify any asset, so just we are setting that version 1, version 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 for that particular asset. So it will easy to handle for each developer. Means if I change particular statements in that particular asset, so I will update that version for the asset at 0.1 to 0.2. Like this, another developer also change the version as per their requirement. So just we need to develop the asset, then build, then deploy and test that particular decision logic. So for that we need to define the package as well. Like the PRMS is like totally in Java. So we need to define a package, we need to define a code, we need to define rule files, .drl files as well. And finally we need to do the testing for that particular code or snippet. Okay. So here just we are if we define the multiple assets. Means if we define the multiple rules or multiple decision tables or multiple business processes, so it will categorize into the business assets. Means these are the rules, these are the object models, data models, these are the decision tables. So same, Git repository is it's a central repository to access a particular code or storing asset. So if you upload or push your code on the Git repository, so anyone can access. If you have that particular access for that Git repo, so you can access from anywhere, for that particular asset. If you store that asset into the Git repository. Same, the BRMS follows the Mavenite project architecture. If you see the Maven architecture that have the form XML, form.xml file, so it contains all the repositories, required repositories of that particular tool, the BRMS, then BPM toolset, or if you use the Spring Boot application, so we need to download that repository as well for that Spring application. So now coming to business BRMS benefits. So just it simply unlock the business rules from the underlying technology. Just separating the business rules from the code, first one. Then express the rules in terms that the business analyst can really understand. Means that business rule is visible. Here we can achieve the visibility of that particular business rule. If we define that rules into a code, that is uh, difficult to capture that particular rule in 100 or 1000 lines of code. So here just we are separating that rule, and then also business analysts can really understand that particular rule. For this rule, we are setting for this particular product or this particular thing. Then here we are using the agility. That is the agile methodology. The continuous deployment is actually here using BRMS. So again, some support complements by applying the rules to facts. So here we can achieve the consistency for that particular asset and rules and facts. So just I show you one example. Uh, I have installed application, but due to some technical issues, it's not running. But I will show you in one example. Okay. So if you see here, just rules is Java enterprises level applications split into three parts: UI level, service layer, and business layer. So if you, I will show you that UI part. One minute. If you download and install Red Hat Enterprises application platform and decision along with the decision manager, you need to you will be see this screen after installation. So if you install Red Hat Decision Manager on your computer or system, so you need to run this command, the standalone. Are you able to see this one? Hello? 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 Akshay sir? Hello?
Yes, Vishal.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Okay, sir. So first you need to run this command on your CMD, this command prompt. So if you install on 80 port, but decision center by default taking the 80 port. So just we need to execute this command on your CMD, the standalone.bat. So I'll show you that installation path as well. You need to define the installation path in C drive. If you see UP 7.2, this one. Again, inside this, we are setting that we require that standalone folder. So inside the standalone, sorry, inside the bean, we have that standalone bat file, Windows bat file. So we need to run this standalone file. So just go to CMD, then run as an administrator. Just go to that particular directory. Then we need to execute this command for the starting the BRMS application in rule engine. Just we will see it's run. I will show you a demo or I will show you a YouTube video. Just we need to, after successful started, so the UI is like this one. So one minute. Okay. So first it will we need to give a username and password here. So if you are successful, if you successfully log in, then we are going on a home page of BRMS. So just give me a second. Okay. So here just we are setting the username and password. So if our credentials are correct, so we are going to a home page of Decision Manager. So here we have a design. We need, if you want to define a new project, so just we need to click on a design, or we need to, if you already developed any project, so we need to deploy on our server. So just all the steps are here. So if you want create a project, yeah, you need to click on the design, or after successful project development, you need to deploy on a particular server. So this one is a deployment. After that, there are some assets as well. Okay. So if you click on the project, so this is the MySpace. MySpace nothing but the package, main package. So in particular in workspace, nothing but the workspace. So in that workspace we have the multiple projects. So this one project, mortgage process, and this one is also another project. So IT order. So now coming to next, if you click on the IT orders, so these all have different types of assets. So here the customer survey, they have developed the customer survey task form. for the forms. If you here we can use the HTML forms as well. So just go to if each project have the particular asset. So now here we are seeing that the mortgage approval process. So each process contains particular steps. So here they also define the start point and particular conditions here in that particular process. If here decision table is decision symbol is there. So if validation is completed successfully, then we need to go mortgage calculation. And then if not, yes or no conditions is there for this particular asset. It's like a one business process. So if I have some time, I will show you the actual demo. But now application is not going well. I'm not able to see you that actual application how it works. So the rule is nothing. I will show you the rule example. One rule example, simple rule example. If you see here the hello world program of using BRMS. So first we need to define a dependency. So each Maven project have the form.xml file. So we need the dependency file. So dependency of rules. So we need the rules compiler, the 6.0.1 final. So now the latest one is the 7.0.23 is there. So it's a previous one. So each project have some data model. Data model is nothing but the Pojo class. So we need to define that particular model class here. If suppose if you see here the product class is there. So product class contains this variable, the string type. We need to give the discounts as well. And here are the some getters and setter methods for that particular variable. So here we have actual rule file here. So we need to define that file in .drl file. So just we are separating the processes and conditions from the code. So here we are defining one rule. This one is one rule and this one is the second rule. So inside that inside the rule package, com.rule package, we have two rules. The first is offer for diamond. So if product means we have the product object for that product class. So if type equal to diamond, then we need to say that discount is equal to 15%. If you see the second rule for the gold, so if product object means that product class variable, that is the type is gold, then we need to set the discount as a 25% here. So if you see the actual execution test class here, so first we need to import the compiler, rules compiler, then rule based on working memory. Working memory is nothing but we need to set all means rules as well as facts. So here we are inserting that product nothing but the product object, product class object, and working memory and the have one fire all rules method. So each if we execute this method, so multiple rules are executed in this particular rule file, .drl file. So here we are we have two rules. So if we are setting there if product type equal to diamond, then we are getting that particular discount is 15. So just checking, if you run this test class, so output is like if you give input here. So here we are setting the goal, means product set type equal to goal. So according to type which is there the goal, so we need to set discount 25%. So BRMS send back that discount is 25%. So if you see here the exhibition, so the discount for the jewelry product gold is 25. So here just we are adding the sys out here. So the discount for the product that we are taking that getting that type and that discount there. So each type here if we replace this string with diamond. So at the console we are getting the output as a the product diamond means the gold line. The discount for the jewelry product diamond is 15. If we are setting that particular value in rule file. So here we are setting any file. So business user did not need to change in actual implementation. Means here if you see here in model class we are setting if type equal to gold if discount equal to 10. So each means type gold discount equal to 10. So it is a hard coded value. But now here we are setting a dynamic pricing. Just we are setting up each rule for particular product like this. So just you need to download that particular value, particular jar files for BRMS. So if you download that files, so this is EAP installer file from the just you need to download from the Red Hat website and like coding. You need to execute that jar file using the command java -jar and that particular name. So it gives you to installation from the UI form. Okay. So if you say here the installation guide, each and every information for that particular software or middleware portfolio is available in this website, product website. So we need prerequisite as a Java only. We need to install first Java, and again we need that jar file installation, jar installation or zip installation is also there. Then if you see using installer, just you need to click on the next button. If you run this command java.jar jboss, this is the jar name. So you see this field installation. Just we need to click on the application and docs and click on the next. There all the information are there. So just you need to download that EAP and install, and you need to define the particular project for that EAP. Okay, so you can take the multiple examples from the YouTube as well. So you need to search decision manager, so you can get multiple small example as well from the for that particular decision manager, followed as well, or there are multiple examples. You see here, I think there is business BRMS exam. Here you can learn from the Red Hat as well. they are also provided some basic examples for, for that particular exam, or outline of that course is. Okay. So just you need that particular jar and installer and some particular. So that's it from my side. Hello. Okay, sir. I have done with my presentation. If anyone have some questions, so due to some technical issue, the BRMS is not loading, so I cannot show that actual flow of that BRMS application. Hello.
Okay. So can I go for questions, Vishal?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes, sir. Right.
If anyone is having any, if someone wants to come into a TCS as an engineer, so can you just provide them some details that how they should cope up with the TCS and then they should become an employee? Any
Okay.
procedure regarding the recruitments?
Okay. So just I will introduce some website regarding the just like a tutorial. Just tutorial point have some technological material there regarding Java, C++. So if you have a fresher, if you are a fresher or have some up to 2 year experience, so you need to fill the campus drive. So each and every year, teachers conducted the campus drive for a fresher as well as experienced people. So just you need to follow the TCS website that TCS. Just go through the TCS website, and here there they can schedule campus drive. You need to fill that application form. Then TCS will schedule a technical test for you. Then you need to give that test. First one, the first step is there, the technical test. It contains some uh, technical questions as well as means just sorry, the coding questions are there. So you need to give that particular test as well. So the first criteria for the thesis is you must have 60%, greater than 60% uh, uh, 10th and 12th, as well as if you have holding any degree, it's a BE or BCS and say.
Okay. I would like to ask a participant if participant is having any questions, means if they want to ask any questions, they can put up their questions. I'll unmute all the participants and one by one, if everyone can ask the questions.
So one thing is there. So if you need some important material, just go through the Prep Insta website. So just note down this in the Prep Insta. So here you can get all the placement papers. Just some mock test as well, mock interview questions. Then some interview patterns is there. Sorry, recruitment patterns as well. So each have first section as I told that the technical test. So cons have 15 questions, and verbal ability have 15 questions, and C our technical Java questions have 10 questions, and one question is for coding. So just they are asking a small question like or some basic examples of particular Java coding or C++ coding. So this is all teachers is already provided their editor for the coding. So just go through this website, Tripinsta. You will have some information from this website, each state. Okay.
Participants, if you have any question, can unmute themselves and can ask the questions regarding any problems or any queries you have. One by one, participant can ask the person.
Hello. Your voice is very
Uh,
low. I think anyone is speaking.
Now is it clear?
Yes, yes.
Participants, if you have any questions regarding, or if you have any queries regarding the today's session or any other details you want from the speaker, can unmute themselves and can have a talk with it. Okay, so I think Vishal participant is not having any question, I guess. Uh, okay, the participants, we have put a link of your present attendance. You can fill up your forms.
Okay.
And finally, Vishal, thank you very much for giving an beautiful presentation, also giving an idea about what actually the industry is currently working on, the specific topics and specific domains. And also, we are thankful to you because when you deal with our students,
Yes, yes.
you actually is not only dealing it, you're just sharing a knowledge about the future with respect to the domains also and with respect to the need of the industry. And being having so much of your hectic schedule also,
Yeah,
which
just
we
one.
had a talk.
Yes, yes, sir.
Uh,
So just I just suggest students, so just go through the some websites or just prepare yourself for a particular domain. Example, you are you have familiar with Java or C, C++. Just do or prepare some basic questions of particular technology. It's nothing impossible to crack any MNC or a core company as well. So just prepare yourself for that company perspective. If company focus on English font or coding ability, coding or MCC, technical test. So just go through this test or just face an interview and good luck for your future.
okay,
Yeah.
so I think we should stop because we have almost completed our 1 hour also. And I'm thankful to you, Vishal, for sharing your valuable time also and your valuable knowledge. And I hope that the students will consider, yeah, their knowledge and will work on it and will enter your organization also by your guideline.
Yeah. Oh, no problem, sir. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Vishal.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll conclude this session today. And this is the end of our session. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.